We have reached a new low in this campaign. The pandering is at an all-time high.
Hello, ladies. I'm Trey. It's good to be here.
What do you do and how much do you make?
I work in finance, making six figures.
How tall are you?
6'5".
Pop the
Do you
balloon.
have a plan to vote in November?
Nah, not my thing.
They have made a pop the balloon ad for y'all because they think that's what's getting through to y'all. I'm going to go out on a limb here and I'm going to say they think you're stupid. They do think you're stupid. Just like this whole thing about, they're doing things for black men at the last minute. And then comes to find out that those things were already in her plans for everyone. So basically it was just a bribe to get you out to the vote. It's ridiculous, man. They're insulting your intelligence on a daily basis. I want you to understand that. I want you to make that point very clear. Don't let anybody pressure you. I've heard some disturbing stories about people's families trying to influence them. I don't sit here and tell you what to do. You're grown. You do what you want to do. But when you have people who are so dead set on propaganda that has been given to them, because that's exactly what it is. It's propaganda, misinformation at this time. And you got a candidate that has given you no solid policy, no nothing, but you're just expected to vote for her. And you don't even know who's in charge. You don't even know what's going on. If you get duped by the Pop the Balloon show as a political messaging, then you deserve what you get. Unfortunately, you are one of the people that can be led around by the nose instead of actually taking command and being a leader. We've got too many people trying to impress upon other people of what they should be doing in the voting booth. I've never seen this. You know what I mean? So many people in the past were entitled to their own political opinions. It was nothing but your personal business, and it still is. That's what it ultimately comes down to. But I've never seen a group of people try to be so bold as to impress on other people what the hell they should be doing. It's shameful. It's ridiculous, and you all need to stop. Let these people do what they want. If you feel victory slipping, because I've heard some of the polls, it's starting to look like that. That's not the way to do it. Obama coming out talking trash about people and being disrespectful to men, that's not the way to do it. And this is the problem. At the last minute, you try to do something for a group that you've neglected this whole time. You've neglected men this whole time. You have not made their needs a priority. And now at the last minute, you want to try to tell them what to do. You're not nobody's mother. Some people really have their mother actually trying to put their thumb on the scale and tell them what to do, which is crazy to me. If you're 18, you're an adult. You can make your own decisions. You don't have to listen to your mommy and what she's doing. And the thing is, they think our needs are all the same. They take your needs for granted and they want their stuff to be priority. Well, I'm telling you, you're in for a rude awakening. You prioritize Megan Thee Stallion, you prioritize Lizzo or whoever else. And you've neglected a large portion of your voter base because, it's not just men. It's particular groups that feel left out of the conversation because of the agenda that's being pushed. So you get what you deserve. You didn't work for it, you don't get it. You don't work, you don't eat. He's 6'5", he works in finance, and he doesn't have a plan to vote. It's ridiculous. I get it. It's supposed to be cute, but the thing about it is it's just more of the same. It's more of the same. More cringe behavior. It's the same thing as...
Don't forget to say, superstar! Thank you, Mary Catherine. Thank you, Kamala. Thank you.
This is the most cringe campaign, and I think it has a lot to do with the person that is in charge of it. They've had so many publicity stunts and weird little things that they're going to do to get out the vote. And they're using Lizzo, the trendy young star, to get out the words about her hometown, Detroit. Now, the funny thing is, Lizzo was involved in some serious allegations with her backup dancers recently, and she kind of been out of the spotlight for a while. But all of a sudden she pops back up for this Kamala Harris campaign stop.
I'm so proud to be from this city. You know, they say if Kamala wins, then the whole country will be like Detroit. Okay? Proud like Detroit. Resilient like Detroit.
This campaign is just tone deaf. They don't understand popular culture. They don't understand, you know, having Megan Thee Stallion come out and twerk in Atlanta is disrespectful. You know, like they're throwing celebrities in our face to make us think that this is what we need. This is somebody on the ground in Detroit. This shows you how tone deaf they are. Man, this is the part of the city they don't show you. You're not downtown where everything's new and fresh and there's revitalization. This is blight. This is what it looks like. Empty, vacant lots, bandos, broken down cars, boarded up houses. It's not even right. And this isn't the only video I saw like this. I've seen many, many videos like this of dudes just driving through and like, yeah, maybe Trump was actually right when he said Detroit isn't popping right now. He said Kamala's gonna make the whole country like Detroit. Kamala's balloon is possibly being popped. I like that. Somebody put that up there. So it says this Harris ad, campaign digital ad targets college campuses in battleground states. Why are Democrats so angry and violent? This is adorable and hilarious. Did you make this? Was a team effort. Okay, so guess this is the guy responsible for this. Deputy Director of Creative Strategy and Paid Media, Kamala Harris, Brian McBride. Okay, so this is the same guy. Everybody got him in multiple ads here. Look like digital campaign. It looks like just regular like TikTok, you know, but they're basically hiring people with production companies to do this.
A really nice place. Have you been here before?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite spots. I bring everybody here.
I said not go on a lot of dates, but
Hello, ladies. I'm Trey. It's good to be here.
Okay, so it's the same guy. So he's just a pawn in this. He's just a pawn in this to basically push the message of voting. It's getting weird, y'all. And you geniuses wonder why she's got a black men problem or a male voter problem. Yeah, I think what it is their whole idea of this, pop the balloon. Oh, they saw that pop the balloon gets views. But do they know why people watch Pop the Balloon? They watch it to see the train wreck. So the fact that you're putting it out there like this is something that men aspire to be, that this is going to get through to the male voter, is just, it's misled. It doesn't make sense, but it misses the point. It misses the point. This ad just shows them skipping a guy who doesn't vote. So why would that be a problem for the men who vote? Not making sense. Oh, right, the great P embargo of 2022. Look, whoever thought this was a good idea clearly doesn't understand why men are turning away from Harris. They really don't get it. This is hilarious. I told you, tone deaf. They don't understand what they're doing. For real, this ad appeals to black women more than black men, LOL. Right, like those whoas wouldn't drop their panties for him after 2 shots of Fireball anyway. That's all it takes, 2 shots of Fireball. These are whoas. Whoas. They don't really care who gets elected. Just so long as they can sling that P all over F-boys, they happy. The Democrats got their party of sluts. Look, they're actually turning people off with this type of stuff. Because, yeah, pop the balloon girls are nobody to judge. And I think what it comes down to, y'all got it twisted. The people who should be listened to, the people who have been listened to traditionally, have been men. And sometimes there's a reason for that. And I think so many people that are so far off into their own reasons for voting for Kamala are not listening to black men when they bring up their valid reasons for not wanting Kamala Harris to be the next president. So I think you all get caught up in the idea that there is no other answer, that you are the most knowledgeable, and that anybody else who disagrees with you is silly, not serious. Like, when it really comes down to it, you probably should stop and think about why so many people are resistant to this thing. Why so many people aren't just going along to get along. Where does that lead us every time? You know what most men can't stand is a know-it-all. And I think a lot of these women are coming off as know-it-alls without really understanding what's going on here, without really understanding how they're being misled. And that's unfortunate, but it's too late. It's too late now. November 5th, we're gonna see. And, you know, somebody's gonna be right, somebody's gonna be wrong. Or you can just run out of the country like you said you were going to run out of the country the last 3 elections. Anyway, let me know what you think about it in the comments. Am I right or am I right? This is Faucette Media.